Oh, okay. Gotta unmute the mic. Okay. Welcome everybody to the Thursday night special early edition here. We got the Thursday night chart chat live stream. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Tesla, penny stocks, and how to get rich faster in 2021. It's going to be a very exciting year. I think we're going to see a lot of volatility. We're going to see some interesting things happening. I think probably a lot of people will lose a lot of money in 21, and some people make a lot of money. So that's the way the world usually works, right? So I'm going to pull up the Tesla chart right now. And why am I pulling up the Tesla chart? By the way, anybody new that's watching, our channel is about making 10x to 100x in high growth companies, speculative positions. This is for people who have a speculative mindset. Everything we talk about is very high risk. You can lose all of your money. So do not even think about buying, trading, investing in any of the things we talk about on this channel, unless you're willing to lose all your money in one of these trades. So, because I don't want to hear any whining here. I mean, from the people. By the way, make sure to press the like button, the dislike button, subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever you want to do. So let's get into the program here. So okay, so Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Somebody brought this up to my attention on one of our earlier live chats almost a month ago. They just asked me to pull it up, what I thought about it, and I think the stock was right at just I think it was 500. I think it was 500. I think it was right in this right below $500. And I said, hey, this chart looks very bullish. I hate the company, I hate the cars, but this thing, it looks like it's going to the moon. It's going $1,000. Sure enough, things taken off. And today, look at this move today. I'm going to do a close-up over here. This thing is looking amazing. I mean, I think we could see 750 by Monday, Tuesday, and we're going to see $1,000 on this chart very soon. What happens after that? I don't know. I don't really care. Am I buying Tesla? No, it doesn't. I'm not interested in it. I mean, and I'll tell you why I'm not buying Tesla, even though I'm convinced it's going to $1,000. The reason is very simple. Why waste time with things that only have 50% upside or 2x, 3x upside? I'm interested in exponential asymmetrical returns. I'm interested in 10x, 100x type wins, which I'm going to share with you in just a second. Let's look at something else. Let's look at Bitcoin. And why am I pulling up Bitcoin and Tesla? Because Bitcoin and Tesla are these are sort of the ringleaders of the speculative market right now. And again, here's another one. If you recall, I think it was about a month ago, I think right around here somewhere, I pulled up the Tesla chart. I think it was under 20,000, just under 20,000. I didn't look at this for a long time. I said, hey, I think it was 19,000. It doesn't make a difference. I said, look, Tesla is going to probably $100,000. Now, I said 100,000, quite frankly, because, it's an attention-grabbing number. The reality is, can it go to 100,000? It possibly could, but I think realistically, we're looking probably at 60,000 sometime, within the next 6 months. That's right. I think Bitcoin, Tesla, the same crap. All these things are worthless. Bitcoin is going to go to 60,000. I believe it could happen very, very quickly. I mean, this thing is just accelerating. I mean, all signals are go right here. It looks like a lot of the charts that we follow. So, why am I so bullish on Bitcoin? Simply from a technical perspective. I mean, you got momentum, you have everything going for it. The chart looks amazing. I could do a 3-year chart. You could see what I'm talking about. So it's just going to hit new highs. So the question is, why would I not? I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you the reason. Why would I not buy Bitcoin or Tesla if I'm convinced that they are going through the roof? And the reason is this: very simple. Why waste time with things which only have 2x or 3x potential? I mean, you have to look at things from a risk versus reward standpoint. If you're going to get involved in something very risky, let's call it hyper risky. Bitcoin is complete risk. Bitcoin is a unique case because there's nothing underpinning. It's just complete air. It's fugazi. It's a fugazi. Okay. Look this up. It's a complete fugazi. That is what Bitcoin is. It is complete bullshit. But it is going up because that's just people are trading it. It's pure speculation. Yeah, sure, it could be 60,000, 100,000. I wouldn't be surprised if it hit 100,000. But here's the risk reward setup. The risk is that they can go to 0 or 1,000. There's nothing underpinning. Tesla is extremely overvalued. There's nothing really underpinning it. Sure, they have some technology, great. I know it's all this great stuff. The reality is this: the cars are ugly. It's really just garbage. And they're going to be competing right now with Ford. I'm just looking at Ford just is putting out a Mustang, an electric Mustang. I saw a picture of it, and it was looks pretty good. The guy, I read the review. I was just curious, and the guy was very very complimentary. He said it's a great car. I think it's under $50,000. I don't know. That's kind of in a Tesla. I'm not sure. I don't know what their prices are for but the guy is the car looks great. He said everything was much better than Tesla. The mileage was just about the same. And again, this is Ford. Ford is like, it's a kind of an old-fashioned company. They're way behind the times. Ford, GM, they're going to come out with electric cars that are beautiful cars. I mean, Porsche, it already has some great electric cars. So the people are just getting started. I mean, within 2 years, you're going to see all these guys eating Tesla's lunch. I mean, they may have better technology. At the end of the day, people when they buy a car, they want something that they have an emotional attachment to a little bit, unless they're really dull. So I can't see Tesla being a leader. So Tesla, very little underpinning. The upside is maybe 1,000, but the downside is this thing can go to, I don't know. I don't know what I haven't looked at the complete valuation. But why can't it go back to $20? Can Tesla go to $20? Absolutely. So it's that risk reward setup to make 3x. You're making 3 times your money, but your downside is like almost 100%. Very bad. So let me show you a better alternative. Again, this is for anybody that's new. We have, of course, our audience knows all what we do, but look, we're going after, with our channel, Wall Street Report, the super stock platform in particular, we're looking for opportunities which have that 10x to 100x upside. And where the risk is defined and minimal, because all the odds are stacked in your favor. And here's why these are much better alternative. If you're going to speculate, and it is speculate, if you're going to speculate in Tesla or Bitcoin, this is much better. So if you want to become a PennyStock billionaire, you need to watch this. And we talk about, I'm going to rip through this because I don't want to waste time with this. We have a video on how to do this 10 grand into $1 million. Just check out on our channel. So let me show you some examples why this is much better than Tesla or Bitcoin. Here's an example of a stock that went up 2,000%. That's 20 times your money in about a year. Here's a stock that went up 500% in a few months. So that's 5 times your money in 4 months. 13 times your money in 10 months. 1,700%, 17 times your money in about 5 months. 3 times your money in 2 months. Well, actually, this stock has hit a new high today. Logic is hit $14 today. I think this is going to $40. So this will be a 10 bagger. Again, this is we're going to talk about. I'm just showing some older charts. Again, 3-4 times your money in 3 months. 7 times your money in 3 months, 10 weeks, 10 weeks, so 2.5 months. 4 times your money in 3 months, 3 or 4 times your money in 10 weeks, 2.5 months. Here we go. 356% in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Can Tesla go up 356% in 2 weeks? I don't think so. Can Bitcoin go up 300% in 2 weeks? Nope. Here's another one. This chart needs to be updated because some of these stocks have tripled. Specifically TRIP, Red Light Holland, a psychedelic, magic truffles, not mushrooms, but magic truffles. Difference. And so, how does this compare to Tesla or Bitcoin? Very simple. Yeah, we have the criteria, which will give us the edge. Again, check out the other video. I'm going to rip through this very quickly. We have a whole video which explains the whole philosophy, but again, this explains it. We're looking for 10x upside, 100x, 3 to 5x right away, as asymmetric exponential returns. We talk about this. Okay, whatever. All right, so enough with that. Let's go to some of our 10 bagger stocks right now. So what was the point of that quick discussion? It was very simple. It was to tell you that there are much better alternatives if you were looking to speculate than Tesla or Bitcoin, even though those two speculative assets will be going higher in the coming months. So if you want to make real money, you're going to want to watch these. Let me just check if we have any comments here. Penny stocks at the moon. Absolutely. Conrad will be back Tuesday. I haven't announced it yet, so it'll be up Tuesday. He's going to be back. Trip. Yeah, there we go. Is it 52? I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at the chart today. I was so busy with our live streams today. But that is a triple in a couple of days. So I think that's a lot better than Bitcoin or Tesla, no? Gilbert, up 59% for November. Gilbert, you should be up like 1,000%. We got stocks that are exploding. Let's see here. Okay, so let's pull up a couple of charts real quick. We'll run through these. I'm doing things a little bit early today because, hey, I got things to do here. I'm not. I got important things to do. Which one should we look? I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at Visby right now. Why am I looking at Visby? I'm going to pull the Visby. Why Visby? Because yesterday I left off the live stream saying that I was expecting it. The chart looked beautiful. I was expecting it to explode, and it went the opposite today. It was down like, I don't know, 5%. I think it's actually going to turn around. I can do a short-term chart. Let's see. Can I do a short-term chart on this? Big chart. Yeah. Yep. Here we go. So I'm going to do the Visby chart very quick. I'm going to do the Visby here. Where's the Visby chart? Yeah. So stock was down today. Oh my God, it was down. You know, God forbid stock goes down 6% instead of going up 6%. I mean, and I'm getting emails from some guy saying, "Oh, it's a scam. You're playing." It was, I think, it's some guy in Montreal because it was like a weird French English kind of grammar or something. So, listen, guys, if you're worried about losing money, like if you're worried about losing $1,000, stop watching this channel. Do not press the back button, unsubscribe. This is not for you. These are stocks that are very risky. So if you're worried about 6%, like, you gotta reconsider your investing philosophy. So Visby, coincidentally, it's actually looking good for tomorrow. Good setup. So you might see Visby explode. I think the chart looks amazing. Let me look at another one here. I'm gonna run through some highlights. Fans unite. Fans unite. Fans Unite is another exciting one. Again, it's actually looking very similar to what Visby, the chart, looked at yesterday. This is a chart that looks like it's ready to just like explode like a rocket. Like Fans looks like it can go to the moon. I'm going to go to the big chart right here. Fans looks like it can explode. Yeah, this thing looks amazing. And I'm going to do a close-up over here. I'm going to do a close-up of this 10-day chart so you can see what I'm talking about. Again, I'm looking for 250 on Fans. And I said on Twitter, I put out a Twitter or tweet, whatever, saying if it closed, I think it was above 78 or at 80, they would be very bullish. I think it didn't. If for some reason there's some pressure at that 80 cent, it couldn't crack 80. But as you can see, the thing just wants to go up. Once it closes above 80 cents, if we see it close above 80 cents on Friday, it's going to be a very nice setup for next week. We'll see over $1. So I am very optimistic about Fans. I like this chart. Let's take a look at CRVC. We just did the live stream with them today, and it was up. Of course, it has to go up. So we did that live stream at 3 o'clock. The stock was up big. Not a big, but how much was it up? Yeah, 7%, not a lot. It's looking pretty good. The chart, I think, is looking good. I think we're forming a double bottom. You got to check out that video with Visby. Fundamentals are phenomenal in terms of the upside potential. It's very impressive. I ordered the hold. I called the CSE. I told them you got to halt trading because we got an order for like 2 billion shares coming in, and I don't want the stock to run to like $30 in the next 5 minutes. So they had to hold it. That's a joke. Okay, so let's see here. So we got CRVC, we got Visby, we got I'm gonna pull up Doc. Oh, Logic. Shit. Let me go to Logic. Logic is looking pretty good here. Very, very impressive. Again, we had the Logic on the live stream today. Today was the live stream. And again, if you've been following what we're doing here for the last little while, you've probably remember that I've been saying Logic is going to take off the ultimate target is $40, right? $40 is the ultimate target on Logic, and it's been actually in this kind of range. We've gotten faked out for the last month. I've been talking about Logic for the last month, and we kept getting faked out, and finally it breaks out. It hit $14 today. So in the last few days, basically, you could have gotten in here at $8 last week. You'd be at $14 today. It's pulling back. I think we could see a pullback in Logic to $11. Why not? Yeah, I mean, it could be 6. So from 8 to, so you're talking about $6, $3. Yeah, I think $11 is the support level. It might dip down close, but I think it's going to form a little bit of a flag, and then it could take off. I mean, this thing could be $25 like that. Let me do that again. I'm going to do that just like that. That's how fast Logic could be at $25. So that's a great stock. I think most of you guys are going to miss out on Logic because you're chasing oh my God, it's $10. I want to buy 10,000 shares of a 5-cent stock. It's all the same at the end of the day, right? So Doc, CloudMD is going to be on our program next Tuesday. They just got booked for Tuesday. I had some impressive news today. The market didn't really understand it. Really great health tech news today. I don't know what's, I think that's an opportunity. So It's kind of forming a little bit of a base here. It's trying to bottom out here, form a base consolidation before taking off. And again, just like logic, I showed you that chart and I showed you we got faked out for like a whole month, thinking there was a bottom or a base, and then it exploded. We're going to see exactly the same thing with Cloud MD. It's going to do this thing, and then all of a sudden, it's going to start running. And 90% of you guys are going to miss it, guaranteed. And when it runs, it's going to run to $5, $7, like that. Mark my words. Timestamp this. Let's see. Yeah, let me tell you something. They're just getting started. I think you got to check out that video from the other day with Cloud MD. I think was it Tuesday, Wednesday? It's been such a crazy week. I don't remember what day it was on. But let me tell you, they're just getting started. This is now January. I think wait till you see what happens in January. I mean, I think they have some things up their sleeve. I think they got some things up their sleeve, and the market's gonna get. They're gonna blow the socks off the market. I showed you fans. Peak again. Listen, Peak I think is going through a little bit of a consolidation, like Doc and these others. It's hanging out at $1.25. It'll turn around probably, like I think some of these stocks is going to be in the next probably 10 days. I think we're next, up until January basically. So they're going to be maybe consolidating, but I have a feeling that some of them might start breaking out the last week of, like, the week after next, while everybody's sleeping. That's when they're going to run. And those of you snoozing, you're going to lose. You're going to miss out on the big opportunities. So we got Peak Fintech. What else should we pull up? I showed you CRVC. Let's look at FCO. Just curious to see what's happening. I haven't looked at this all day. It's down 7.5 cents. Okay, not bad. Could be an opportunity here. Yeah, I think we're nice kind of double bottom. Look at this. This thing went crazy. So we announced the live stream. The stock doubles in a day. It sells off. The company puts out great news. And here we go. So we're going to have Peter, the CEO, Peter Hawley. Oh, look at this. Wow. Getting an ad from a lingerie ad, La Perla. I don't know what that it's all about. So this thing is going to take off. Let's see here. We got FCO. We got Peak. Fans I showed you. ICANN. Let's take a look at ICANN. ICANN is, again, looking pretty good right here. Again, this is one of these sneaky stocks. It's just sneaking up and just going to double probably next month, up from there, and then it could take off. You never know with these things. Cabin. You want to talk a look at Cabin? Cabin. Train wreck. There's no train wreck with Doc. Doc is it's called a retracement. I mean, if you're watching our program, you would have gotten it at 50 cents, and you'd be still up by 300%, 400%. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. This is the problem. You get a lot of people who are short-term thinkers. Short-term thinkers. What's in January? What's in January? You're going to have to wait and see. I mean, I don't know anything. They're not telling me anything. I have a feeling that something big is going to happen. All right. January. Joseph Pompeo. My internet is frozen. Okay. Okay, this thing was frozen. Yeah, I think Joseph was in a dock pretty low. Uh, and yeah, you can't. I mean, listen, with these stocks, this is not a 2 month deal. I mean, if you want to make 10x, that's 1,000% return. Okay, where have you made 10x in your life, right? You think that happens overnight? No, it takes a while. For you know, in most investments, people are lucky to do that in 10 years. They'd be happy to get 3 times the money. Okay, so these things take about 10 months. I mean, Cloud MD is only 4 months old for us. Cabin. Let's look at the cabin. The cabin is on fire. We had the live stream today. The thing has been like really volatile, very choppy. It's kind of forming a little, I don't know, flag base, what you call it. It's just hanging out. It needs to consolidate because it had a crazy move. Look at this crazy move. When we announced the presentation, the live stream, the stock basically tripled in 2 days. Okay, tripled. Has Tesla tripled in 2 days? Has Bitcoin tripled in 2 days? I don't think so. But this did triple. And what happens is, look, when a stock triples in 2 days, it needs to consolidate. So that's what's happening. It's going to hang out here for, I don't know, maybe a few days, and then it could start moving again. So that's what's happening over there. Let's see. We got what other stocks do we have? Visby Logic I talked about. We got let me pull up. I'm actually going to pull up. I'm going to pull up that fans chart again. I'm going to look at the 6 months. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull up this chart, show you this chart because it's an amazing chart. It doesn't get much better than this. It really doesn't. By the way, we're on Telegram. Make sure you subscribe on Telegram. We are on, of course, YouTube. We're on Discord. Our motto is 10 baggers only. So again, we're not interested in anything unless it has 1,000% 10x upside potential, like we've had, like you saw that. And let's see. Yep. Yeah, so that's what we're all about. So okay, so the fans chart, very impressive. It's forming this flag over here. It's coiling, basically. And the move upwards is going to be explosive. When this thing explodes, it's going to blow your socks off. That's what's going to happen. How big is the move going to be? Look at this kind of basing formation. So which is, I mean, this thing could go to $3. I was saying $2.50 before, but why not $3 or $5 even? I don't see any reason why not. I mean, there's no absolute law that it can't. Yeah. I think minimum $2.50 on fans, and it could happen very quickly. I know some of you have sold out of fans, and I don't think you'll be. I don't know if you'll have a chance to get back in. To be honest with you. Yep, Magnum PI. Yeah, they seem to be. Yeah, it's a pretty solid company. They got some great growth opportunities. I mean, the CEO was on the other day, and it's looking impressive. Very impressive. Okay, we got CBDT. You guys want to see CBDT? I'll pull up CBDT. Power. Okay. Yeah, it's down date today. How much was it down? 15%. Okay. Yeah, it's taking it's doing a retracement. What do you expect after a massive run? Okay, so we have, look, it's doing its retracement. The short-term chart looks, decent. You might see this thing. It could either base over here. So you got support at 25 cents, right? And then your next level of support is really, actually, no, okay, so if you look at, there's like a trend line, kind of a trend line. So it's actually at a support level right now. This 25 cent is actually an important psychological support level. So it's either going to bounce from here and continue going up, which I think is probably 70% probability for next few days, or you might take a hit and drop to like 20 cents, and then it could base, because 20 cents is the next level of support. After it does that, it could run. So look, I think they have some pretty good news coming out. Yeah, I'm expecting some good news, and we're gonna have CBDT back probably next week, maybe, depending on the schedule. Is Fans like DraftKings? I think Fans is better than DraftKings because Fans has massive upside from here. So we got that. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know. I guess you different prices, but yeah, it's not bad. Fans. The dilution, I think you talk about the fundraising. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna. I think it's actually a positive. I think they're gonna be. What are they? I think it's pretty impressive. They made the announcement that they're financing. It got upsized. They got double the demand. Double the demand. So that is bullish. Why is it bullish? Because people want to write big checks directly to the company. I mean, these guys are gonna walk away with, I don't know, $10 million in a couple of weeks, and they're gonna take that 10 million, they're gonna put it into some new growth opportunities inside the company, developing games, all these other great things, acquisitions, maybe, and they're gonna be cashed up, ready to roll in 2021. I think we're gonna see some tremendous opportunities because you might have a downdraft in the economy next year, maybe in the second quarter. In the second quarter, possibly. So anybody who's got cash in the bank is going to be in a good position. So Fans is looking good. With that said, I think we've covered pretty much the key things. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow. No, we'll see you guys Sunday. All right. So that's it. Make sure you subscribe. If you are not a subscriber on our channel, make sure you are. That way you get all our notifications and you don't miss out. We're on Telegram, YouTube, WallStreetReporter.com, of course, our main site. 10 baggers only. Oh, and of course, a disclaimer. Nothing we talk about here is a recommendation to buy or sell securities, very high risk stocks. We're getting paid by the companies, etc., etc. You could lose all your money. And that is, oh yeah, Trip. I'm gonna pull up Trip. Sorry about that. I didn't look at Trip. It's been a long day here today. Let's look at Trip. Wow. Okay, Trip is looking good. Again, Trip is another one that we debuted at 13 cents, right? Hit 50 cents, I think 50 cents, yeah, 50 cents. 55 cents, excuse me. So it's 4x your money, I think, 4x. Let's take a look at the short-term chart. Yeah, this is looking good. Nice uptrend acceleration, pullback, slight retracement, but it's hanging tough. I tell you what, I like this chart. I like this chart on Trip. I think Trip is a 10 bagger. 10 bagger. Yep. 35 cents support. That is the support level. Exactly. Not there. 35 cents is the key support level on Trip right now. And we're looking for a big move. I mean, I would not be surprised if this thing went to $1 soon, like February. I'm expecting some crazy, insane action in January and February. Like right now, and it's going to catch everybody by surprise. Like a lot of these stocks, they're kind of consolidating right here the next 10 days. And there's going to be like a euphoria in January, like a real euphoria. And then late January, we might see a big, big blow off top in the market, maybe a little bit of a crash. Stocks will be down 50%. No worries, they'll come back. But we want to make money on the upside and the downside. So that's right, 10 baggers, only 10 baggers. S8. Evan, thank you for reminding me. I should have these things written down. Again, it's been a long day, and SHG is going to be up tomorrow. SHG live stream tomorrow with Prad. Again, this thing is in good shape. It debuted at let's call it 50 cents. So this is a double so far. It's a double. We're really expecting much bigger. And great CEO. These guys have great things going. And again, I think we're going to see big activity in January. But you really want to get positioned in these stocks now. You don't want to be chasing them when they explode, because you're not going to have a chance to get in. That's the problem. They're just going to like take off. I think so. Again, this is not a recommendation, just my opinion. So we're at the support level. This is like, it's bounced off $1.10. Really, where the support is in this kind of $1.05, sort of in this dollar. It's right in that support range. And I expect it to kind of consolidate here between $1, $1.50. It's going to kind of bounce around between $1 and $1.50 for the next 2 weeks. And then it's just going to explode. That's what it looks like to me. Shafin is in at 17 cents on Trip. All right, Shafin, you're welcome. Put in that super chat for like, $20. Truffle. It's definitely primed. I think it's looking good. So we're going to see some excitement the next couple of weeks. All right. On that note, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow, 12:30 SHG, 12:30 Eastern Time.